One of the things we like to do during the Christmas season is check out some of the Christmas markets. And my friend Monica told me about a vintage Christmas market that was happening. So we're gonna head out there today and check it out. This is really cute. And this is enamel. That is so adorable. Very sweet.
Did you want it wrapped? No, I think we'll take it like that. Thank you, appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you.
So as you saw, that Christmas sale was just full of wonderful Christmas farmhouse finds, and I do want to send a quick thanks to Benta, who allowed me to go in there and film all of her wonderful treasures. And I did find a little something in there, and that was this hot cocoa sign, and I can't wait to use this as part of my Christmas decor. We were on a bit of a roll this week with vintage Christmas sales, and we went to a second location, and I wasn't able to film there, but I'll show you what I got. A friend of mine asked me to keep an eye out for her for some old-timey wine glasses because she wanted some for her place. And lo and behold, I found these absolutely beautiful crystal ones that I was able to get for her. And these have this wonderful extra long stem, and what a terrific find these were, because they were a perfect set of 6. So I think this is something that she'll really love. The other thing I was lucky enough to find was this beautiful pair of vintage cut glass oil candles. Now, oil candles are hard to find in general, and to find really beautiful ones like this is a special treat. And I just love how old world these look, and these are just perfect for an old-fashioned Christmas. So I brought them home, filled them with lamp oil, and let the wick sit for a couple of hours. And now I'm gonna light them just to see how they look. Oh, and they look absolutely charming. I cannot wait to use these this Christmas season. I was also very lucky to find this gorgeous piece of costume jewelry, and it's this beautiful brooch, and it's flashing all of these gorgeous colors like blues and purples and greens, and I think it'll go with so many different outfits that I have. And even if you look at the box, it looks like it's from Portugal, and by the way the address is written, it looks like it's probably from the 50s or the 60s, because there's no postal code or anything like that. It's just a phone number and a street address. So this was a really neat find. This sale was also a treasure trove for vintage books, and I found the complete works of Geoffrey Chaucer. And if you don't know who Geoffrey Chaucer is, he is a very famous English poet who predates Shakespeare. All of his work is written in the Old English language, and he wrote the Canterbury Tales, which is arguably the most famous poem ever written. And I know someone who would absolutely love these, and I don't know exactly the date of these particular editions, but judging by the binding and how everything looks, it looks like it dates between 1900 and 1914. So I was very excited to have found these. The next thing I found were 3 1957 hardback editions of Ernest Hemingway books. So I got For Whom the Bell Tolls, A Farewell to Arms, and The Sun Also Rises. And of course, as many of you know, Hemingway May was an amazing American author, and many of his books feature very lonely, courageous characters. And he actually won the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1954, so I am very happy to have these on my bookshelf. We also have some friends coming over for dinner for the start of some holiday entertaining, and I'm going to keep the menu pretty simple, but I'm going to share with you what I'm making for that. And I'm also going to share a traditional Italian aperitivo. It's a very simple, easy drink, and it's so delicious, especially if you are an olive lover. I'm having guests over for dinner tonight, so I'm just going to step into my pantry and grab a couple jars of olives because the guests that we have love olive tapenade, so that's what I'm going to make. And I'm also going to use a few of these olives to make a little vintage aperitivo drink that my parents used to make when I was a little kid in the 70s. You can make olive tapenade a number of different ways, and it's very easy, and you just drain the olives and put them in a food processor. And I usually will use a couple of different kinds. So today I have green olives and some Kalamata olives. Then I add a couple cloves of garlic, and if you want that real authentic flavor, you can add about a teaspoon or so of anchovy paste, but you can certainly leave that out if you like. Then some parsley, pepper, and a few tablespoons of olive oil. I also will sometimes add in a few tablespoons of a mixed vegetable antipasto since it gives it a nice flavor and color, but again, that's optional as well. Then chop it up in your food processor and serve it up with some crackers or some nice bread. The nice thing about having our pantry stocked is that I didn't really need to go to the store. I had everything I needed to make Italian meatballs, and I'm going to serve it with mashed potatoes and carrots. And I added the carrot peelings to the veggie scrap bag I keep in the freezer, so it's all set for when I want to make veggie stock. The aperitivo we're going to serve tonight is a traditional Italian one, and that is Cinzano. And this vermouth, the red one, has been around since 1757, but it really had its heyday during the 1950s and 60s. So for this simple drink, all you do is you just pour a few ounces into your cocktail glass like so. And then my parents always used to serve it with a couple of olives on a cocktail stick. And this is the perfect, simple pre-dinner drink that will pair perfectly with any savory appetizers you may be serving. Now it's time to set the table and cozy up to a warm bowl of French onion soup to start dinner. And have friends old and new gather round. Take care, everyone, and we'll catch you in the next one.